Hey, Facebook, YouTube fam, good evening. Happy blessed Thursday. We are here with the Alkalized Man, testing it out. Carlsbad water. A lot of people are talking about spring water being super good for you, and go find your local spring water. But the closest one is how far away from San Diego? Like an hour
45.
drive, 45 minutes?
Give or take.
And when we go to the local spring, what do we have? Carlsbad water. We tested out before, but we want to test this live for you guys. We also have 9.5 pH alkaline water in the middle. Some people are drinking that, thinking that that's good enough, and that matches any alkalized water out there. And finally, we have the water that we make at home, thanks to our water ionized from medical grade, aka Kangen water. So I'm gonna finally say the name live because so many people have been asking me a brand and name, but we have a whole setup, guys. We just don't have the water ionizer. We also have pre-filters because we want to make sure that we are removing the fluoride, pesticides, pharmaceuticals residues, all these bad, nasty things that we don't want on our tap water. Now, why is tap water better than bottled water, guys? Because tap water is regulated, whereas bottled water is not. Basically, when you buy bottled water, you're really not paying for the water, guys. You're paying for the plastic. You're paying for the service. So thank you so much, Manny, for being a guest on this beautiful community and sharing all your knowledge. Manny's an aerospace engineer. He has more than 20 years experience. He went to Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University for people. So before you go with the life, please tell us your story.
So, as Evelyn mentioned, I'm an aerospace engineer. I've been, I love my work, doing my aerospace stuff, doing my designs, testing, and so on. A lot of testing, FAA certification testing. And I've noticed that during the times I'm going to all these different offices, I've noticed a lot of my coworkers are having all these different health issues. Also, my mom, when she was having her diabetes, but also I've noticed that for myself, I didn't care about my health. So because I didn't care about my health, I tore my meniscus because of salsa dancing. I broke my arm because of sports, which was fine. But I was also realizing with like all these little health issues, I didn't like the direction I was going. So what I would do is, after I tore my meniscus, my sensei told me, go talk to this naturopath doctor. So I went over there. So he gave me some clues, and I went down the Alice in Wonderland rabbit hole. Ooh. Ever since then, I've been doing a lot of research, and I've been able to rejuvenate my system. Basically, I was able to heal my meniscus, my torn meniscus. I've been able to reduce or reverse my lactose intolerance. I don't wear glasses anymore, and all these other different things. So I got to the point where after all this research, I stumbled upon this structured water, alkaline structured water, and it has helped me significantly. The first part, because I was doing all the things I was doing, it didn't have that much of an effect. But then as I kept experimenting with it, it has done amazing things. Like I mentioned, I don't wear glasses anymore. I've lost 44 pounds in 35 days. And I've been able to reset my hormones, reset my organs, clean my intestines, all these miraculous things. I'm actually slowly reversing my age, and it's phenomenal. And I'm getting to the point where I'm in better shape than I was a few years ago. And there will be a point where I will be in better shape than I ever have in the last 20, 30 years. So the future is great. And the more and more I learn about this, the more things I'm testing, I know how much it's going to improve in my life, Evelyn's life, and other people. And hence why we're doing these lives is to share what we've been learning, but also help in whatever endeavors and other concerns that you guys may have to see if we can help solve that particular type of problem. So here, the biggest question that we've been asked, what is the best bottled water?
Before you start the live, Manny, I want to say something really amazing with everyone here listening, guys. Manny is very humble and he won't tell you. He did a 40-day water fasting last year, right? for detoxing purpose, rejuvenating the cells. And this year he did a 35-day water fasting. So why this is important to talk about, guys, because some people are very curious about weight loss, how to stay young. Many is 44 years old. So as an aerospace engineer dealing with stress, most people at 44, look older than usual. So many really cares about holistic healing from home, hydration, so he can help more people. So tell us about the water fasting experience, and congratulations to Colette, who got a machine from us 3 weeks ago, and she succeeded at doing a 6-day water fasting, and she feels fantastic. I want to see if I can interview her again.
Sure.
So she can talk about that experience. I have a lot of people to interview. That's a blessing.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, Manny. Tell us about your water fasting.
Water fasting. Water fasting, yes, it may sound weird, meaning you're not eating food. Well, that's how it was back in the day, but our culture has been conditioned to eat 3 to 5 times a day.
Why is that?
Here in the U.S., are we more healthy than most people, or we're less healthy than most people?
We're one of the sickest countries out there. Sorry.
We, unfortunately, have a lot of things that's in our food that does certain effects on our bodies. And there are these effects is leading towards dis-ease, and water fasting allows you to reduce those symptoms because, one, the first part, it doesn't allow those toxins to keep on coming into your body. 2, it actually gives your body a break. If you're shoveling stuff all day, aren't you not going to be tired? Well, your body loves you so much, it ain't complaining till something bad happens. So when you go into a water fast or intermittent fasting, your body's actually taking a break. It is literally taking a break. And that's after it's finished shoveling all this stuff out, and then it can say, okay, it's finally empty, woo! And then do its thing. Now, you guys may not know this, the multiple benefits of water fasting. Okay, we have a lot of very expensive procedures to help change the body. We have liposuction, we have the sleeve, we have skin removal, we have what else? We have stem cells that you can buy, and you also have a lot of programs here and there to try to Botox, to tighten up the skin. That doesn't cost a few hundreds of dollars. That actually costs thousands of dollars. Thousands. Go ahead and look it up. But water fasting does all those items for free. You can reduce the size of your stomach by not eating anything. So you're actually giving yourself a free sleeve. You can also do your own free liposuction with no side effects. And you can also tighten up the skin so you don't need no Botox. Also, when you go into a water fasting, you're allowing your body into autotrophy. And through the autotrophy, you're also creating your own stem cells. Also, this is another cool point. Since you're having all this dis-ease from the foods, these processed foods that you're eating, when you go into water fasting, because it's relaxing the body, you can actually get further away from dis-ease. And also, you get to have more control over your own health because your candida is actually being reduced. Your ghrelin is being more controlled. And also, with autotrophy, because it's eliminating a lot of those mutated cells, those tumor cells, cancer cells, damaged cells, all these other different things, you're actually reducing some of the buildup of toxins, but also the damaged DNAs that's going to be leading you towards the cancerous disease and diabetes and other things. So having your body relax and do its repair can go a long, 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 long way by doing nothing. You know how in meditation they say stop thinking and just be in the now and let your body rest. That's why we have to sleep. Because when we're sleeping, other hormones and other things start to work. That's because you're not eating during the time that you're sleeping. So there's a lot of health benefits of water fasting. Of course, you don't have to do a 40-day long water fast. Just go with intermittent fasting at first. Then just do 1 day. Then 2 days. Then 3 days. What's up?
So, guys, while waiting for people to join this live, please do me a favor. Give us the heart button, like it, share it, comment it, so TikTok lets other people know that this information is relevant. So, guys, I want to share with you my story real quick because we are very, very encouraged to share our story. And this is something that I am very conscious about. Let me make sure I am on frame. 1 second, guys. I have some assistance here. Okay, sorry. I didn't know. So I want to make sure that I am on frame. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Manny, for your time and for all the information you're sharing.
Thank you.
So you guys might know I had my car accidents. You guys know I did have some hip dislocation years ago. And as a result, I couldn't stand up more than 5 minutes. And that was a very painful moment in my life. It was very emotional. But what I never talked to you about, guys, is another problem I had since I was a teenager. I actually had the most painful Mother Nature visits, and I always felt embarrassed sharing with people about it because we women feel very private, very secretive about our personal struggles with womanhood. So my parents always suffered seeing me in the situation, whereas I will have to be lying down upside down because of the pain. They will have to get me hot teas, make me soups. They will get me the hot pillow where you can put hot boiling water so that I can ease the pain. So when I moved to the United States, I was like, what am I gonna do? And when Manny came to my life, he saw the struggle firsthand. He would see me in an immense amount of pain. And him being a vegetarian, he would go crazy to the store and trying to buy me ingredients to help me with some freshly made chicken soup. He would make teas. He would make everything on his power to alleviate me. So he was suffering more than myself every month. At times, I would have to call out sick from work. So when I was a teenager, I was a swimmer and I was a competitive swimmer. So this was affecting me, my performance. So I always felt like, obviously, you're swimming, you're not supposed to be in the water, but overall, this was something that was hindering me every month. Thank God we came across this amazing water. We came across this amazing technology that we have in our kitchen. And I was very hesitant. Trust me, guys. I have an aerospace engineer as a fiance, and yet, because I ignored so much about water, hydration, and technology, he was talking to me about this device had titanium and platinum. Might as well he's talking Chinese to me because I didn't understand the difference between any of those products. So he's excited. He's like, babe, this machine has titanium and platinum. And I'm like, what does that mean? They're not using aluminum. And to me, they all meant the same because I didn't know. I didn't understand. So he's giving me the water. I'm drinking my water. I'm being very mean, grumpy, nasty because I have my car accidents to deal with, guys. I had chronic pain from my neck all the way down to my knees. And that's something I did almost every day, being in pain, complaining. Just walking to the bathroom. We were renting a house that was 2-story high. And just using the bathroom was painful because the one bathroom was upstairs. And I was not going to be upstairs all day long. I was at the home office working on social media. So I remember grabbing myself from the, what's it called, railing?
The rail.
And I was like holding myself one step at a time. And I don't want to cry, but that's my story. I was in immense pain from my accidents. I was in immense pain from my Mother Nature visits. And this water just changed my life. And he said to me, you're not complaining much about your monthly visits. And I'm like, that is so true. I'm so focused on my chronic pain from my neck to my knees, my dislocated hip. I'm not paying attention to that extra pain I had to deal with before. So I tested out. I drank a half a gallon of this amazing water. In 2 hours, the pain was gone. Talking about Mother Nature.
Mhm.
About my accidents, I feel like my small tissues on my back that were ripped apart from the whiplashes. I felt I was getting better every day. It's something that you just feel. So that's why when we come across people, we share a sample of this water, because one thing is talking about it, showing, having the books, the research, but something different is your body telling you. So my body, thank God, made me realize how amazing this water is. So that's why we're here with you guys, sharing about this hydration, sharing about this amazing water. He's an aerospace engineer. He don't have to worry about this, guys, but he has a huge love and compassion for everyone. And for me, I don't want people to be through the same pains and aches and situations that we have. So thank you so much for following, for your support, for your questions. And if you want to schedule a phone call with Manny, go to my TikTok account, Hydration Angel Official. There is a link where you can book a phone call with Manny. Thank you guys for listening to my story. Namaste. And I was very embarrassed to share that. So I am encouraged to open up and share.
Thank you, Ben.
That. So
thank you for sharing.
No problem. I'm gonna be behind the screens, giving you guys a hard time. That's my
So,
job.
what I like about her story is, a lot of women deal with this type of pain, and us dudes have to see our women suffer through these pains. So we were going through all this different research on how to alleviate, and we went towards licorice. Licorice was all right; it helped a bit. And then when I got across the alkaline structured water, it changed everything. That changed everything. And we were testing it out a lot for a long time. But let's get into the nitty gritty. Okay, so we are going to be picking on, I guess you can say picking on, we're going to be testing alkaline waters. There's been a lot of people here and there that say that alkaline water is a scam. I am in agreement, but we're going to show you why. And one of the other things, that'll be another good quality test. But we, as a society, we need to drink water. It's how we need to drink water. And we spend so much money on these different brands of water because not all water is the same. And there are lots of people who buy 1 gallon, 5 gallon, 24 packs, 48 packs, 120 packs. I mean, that's a lot of water to carry around. And if you live like in an apartment or in a house and you go up and down stairs, that's not exactly the best thing on your back. But also at the same time, it's just like, is it convenience? Everyone gets bottled water for convenience, even though it's inconvenient to bring it to your house. There's a lot of things. And then during emergencies, like any environmental emergencies or weather emergencies, we rush to the grocery store, and next thing you know, there's no water on the shelves. So what do? You go to your tap, and you're already paying for it, and you go, I need a filter. A filter is great. Bottled water, they're good too for what they do. But a lot of people, when you get to that point where you're in the point of your life and you go, there's got to be something better. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I feel like this. I feel like that. There's got to be something better. I've been doing this for a period of time and nothing is improving. I've been taking this and nothing is improving my situation. So this is what it's all about, helping to explain how something is better that can lead you to something better. Because for Ella and I started off with, I didn't do bottled water. I hated the taste of bottled water. So I really rarely ever bought bottled water. I always went to my tap. When I was a kid, I'll drink tap from a water hose straight from the sink. And then more things started to go into our water, and the taste of the water just started to change. And then I started going into filtered waters, meaning filtration systems, filter pitcher, gravity filter. When I got with Evelyn, she saw my gravity filter. She's like, "Oh my God, you're crazy."
That was horrible.
But you're all into your water. You're damn right. I got my Zen water gravity filter right there, ceramic filter. I was proud. And the things that I saw that it was leaving behind freaking flipped me out, because on top of the ceramic filter, I was getting pink slime I'm like, what the is that? Pink slime? Woo! That's what they have in our water. So I was doing that for a while. I was feeling it tasted a little bit more earthy, but I figured it's better water. It did taste better than the tap, and it did taste better than any of the bottled water. And here and there, the company will give me some bottled water, or whatever. So I always went to the water faucet. Okay, so when I stumbled across this, I was already looking into alkaline versus acidic foods. And also, I was going into this big experiment on detoxification. And when I was introduced to this, they said something that was very magical to me, because when you're doing all this different research and you're going down the rabbit hole and you're getting so pissed off on so many things that the things that you find out, you're like, what the freak do I do? And then when I started looking into this, when I was introduced to this, I was like, let me try it. It tasted much better than my gravity filtered water. I was like, okay, this is a little bit different. And then all of a sudden, I just had energy up the freaking wazoo. I had a hard time going to bed. For Evelyn, it was her own beauty, but either which way. So this, with all this experimentation I've been doing, there's a lot of science and magic. And the only reason why I say magic is because there's a lot of things that helps the body go through a better harmonious state, because you can take your supplements, you can take your you can do outdoor activities. Also has a lot of magic to it too, frequencies and other things, beautiful stuff, where it's changing your energies. When I drink this water, it's changing my energies. And those who are sensitive or know things about frequencies and energies, that makes a little bit more sense. I'll just go with the straight up science in a sense when it comes to like magic in a sense. This helps decalcify the pineal gland. So if you understand the pineal gland, this decalcifies the pineal gland. Bottled waters do not do these things. But I digress from there. Okay, so let's get down to the nitty gritty. So the most important thing about this live, ask questions. I have my phone right here. Ask as many questions as you like, because we're all here trying to learn something. Your questions actually teach me, and also hopefully the stuff that I'm spitting here hopefully makes a lot more sense. And if it doesn't make sense, please let me know. I like to not just go with over here. I also like to make something. I like to say stuff that's a little bit more convenient in the sense of everyday things that we normally go through, and the everyday things that we normally face. Here in the U.S., we're free thinkers, but there's things that's capping our free thinking. Here in Europe, they are doing their things too. They're trying to do their best. Everyone is trying to do their best. It's just more of information flow and also what actually you can assemble. So if you're having aches, pains, or other types of concerns, or you don't like to spend so much money on bottled water, and I like to do this because I call it hit them with the numbers. And there was a time where I used to buy a little bit of bottled water. It was lost. And I went with like this. How much am I spending per week on bottled water? Okay. How much is that in a month? Multiply by 4. Okay, that's how much I'm spending this month. And if I continue to spend this much for an entire year, how much is it? Most families, it's more than $1,000. There are some people just themselves, especially if they work out, they spend almost $1,000. There are some cases where it's around $500 or $600. They probably don't drink a lot of water because they just hate the taste of water, which makes perfect sense because I hate the taste of water. But but either way. So if you're spending between $500 to $1,000, either by yourself or with your family, how many years have you been buying bottled water? At that time, I was buying bottled water for like 2 years, and that was a little bit on and off. And so if you are spending about $1,000 and you've been doing it for like 5 to 10 years, easy math, you're almost spending between $5,000 to $10,000. So when I got introduced to this, it was like, oh, I spend that much and I don't have to buy bottled water for 25 plus years. And you know what? I haven't bought bottled water to drink for 8 years. I bought these bottled waters for you guys. So let's go into the nitty gritty. So what we're going to do is we're going to test these waters. We're going to use 3 tests. One dealing with minerals. The second test is antioxidants. Is the water alive? And for me, this is the most important test. This breaks everything. And then the third one is what everyone is focused on, is alkalinity. Ooh, it's going to be beautiful. So hopefully you guys will stay all the way to the end. I will reduce some of my rambling, except answering questions. But this test is for you guys. And I've done these guys before, but you guys have probably never seen this before, which is fantastic. So this is going to be replicatable. So let's get down and start going at it. Okay, so let me bring this little device. This is known as the light test or the mineral test, where I turn on this light. And here I have my weight. This is a beautiful crystal, but I use this because this thing is a little bit flimsy. So I just put this over here, and I got some weight. Sweet. And if you like the information that I'm spitting, please smash that screen. I thank you so much for spending your time over here. And also, if, where is it? Where's the sheet of TikTok? Where'd it go? You got it. Sweet. So if you want to follow Evelyn on her Hydration Angel. She's doing everything that she can. She's more on top of social media more than I am. But if you have a lot of questions, you can also follow me on my TikTok. I'm slowly growing my profile so I can pretty much keep spreading the word, but also engage in beautiful conversations. And we love conversations. Okay, so the question is, does these bottles of water have minerals? And we were told by our nutritionists and doctors that we're supposed to drink water with minerals. Back in the day when RO, reverse osmosis, was big, the whole idea was drink RO because it's pure H2O. It's healthier for you. Well, they found out that when you drink reverse osmosis, because it's only pure H2O, it actually demineralizes the person that's drinking. Because in nature, their waters have minerals. And reverse osmosis is not natural. You actually have to go through a process to get pure H2O. And at the end of that process, it strips the water, which is only H2O. And when you drink that, it actually takes the minerals from your body. Now, how do you know that nature has minerals? Well, I got this beautiful little lemon over here. And when I pierce the pulps in this lemon, the light turns on. So in nature, our fruits and vegetables have minerals. Also, I am a light being. I am conductive. I have neurons firing in through my brain. I have my heart pulsing with electricity. My muscles with the nerve endings. I am giving electrical signals into my muscles, movements, and everything else in between. I am also conductive, and also I eat a lot of stuff dealing with minerals. I am conductive. So, nature loves minerals, and we are nature. We are natural, so we're supposed to consume things that are more natural with minerals. So let's see if the spring water that's in a bottle has minerals. Carlsbad spring water, that's a local brand here in California, San Diego, doesn't have much on minerals. Okay. But here you have this alkaline water, this beautiful, perfect hydration, pH. This is supposedly the perfect hydration. Does the perfect hydration have minerals? No, it doesn't have minerals. As you can see, it's sinking in there, it's floating. doesn't have minerals. And I can't exactly put my pro through this bottled water or this bottle. So I'm just going to pour some over here. And I'm going to see if the water that I make in my kitchen has minerals. Yes, it does. Now, that's the beauty. What?
Can I have your phone? I want to record this test. I want to have it.
Do you want to record it?
Yes.
But I'm watching bed.
You can use this one. Sorry,
Okay,
guys. This information is too fire for me not to record it. And I want him to just naturally just record it on his best elements than just doing an intro such. What's that? What happened?
I don't know. Small technical difficulties, but we got to revitalize.
Can you do this whole testing again for me, please?
Sure.
Please.
You guys get to see the duplication right here on the spot. So where do you want me to go?
1, 2, 1 second. Let me see the size of the frame. Okay, that's perfect. 1, 2, 3, go.
So, do these waters have minerals before us? Because we're supposed to drink water with minerals. Spring water from Carlsbad, 45 minutes away, has no minerals. So it doesn't seem all that natural. Here we have pH, perfect hydration. It doesn't have perfect hydration. It's supposed to have minerals. So that's unfortunate. And here we have the water that we make in our kitchen, structured alkalized water. It has minerals. It's a beautiful thing. Nature is supposed to have minerals. So here it is, just to beat it up. Lemons, there's 70 to 75% water, also has minerals. And our bodies are 70 to 75% water. We also have minerals. That was delicious. So nature has minerals. These guys are not natural. They are not natural. So let's continue on with the tests. So I have a question for you guys. What is your favorite bottled water? Maybe we have already tested it. Maybe we did not. But I can also probe it right here for you guys. Let me see. I'm going to see if there's any questions. Oh, I most likely lost it from here. You may have the questions. Babe.
Yes, let me help you out. I just think that this information is too good not to have it recorded. I think it's amazing to have little clips on your natural state. No, I think we're good.
Good?
Yeah, I can have that back.
What?
Oh, you're charging it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, go for it.
Yeah, this is getting low. Okay. So, this is the most important test. So, we were told from media or commercials and other places, multiple places, that alkaline water is healthier. And then when we're asking our doctors, is alkaline water healthy? They have multiple times they have said that there's not enough evidence saying that alkaline water is healthy for you. There's not enough information that concludes that alkaline water has positive health effects on your body. Well, then you start asking, why am I hearing that in the markets you have all these alkaline waters that's being sold to everybody? What's the other one? It's being sold to everybody, and we're told that alkaline water is healthy. That's what the commercials are saying. This is all healthy stuff. But our doctors are saying there's not enough information out there that says that this is healthy. But we're paying up the nose for this supposedly healthy water. So there's been a collection of people that's been asking me this question as well. And I like to do my research and give you a very honest answer. So one of the things I've been looking into was, I say that the alkaline water, the alkaline word was hijacked. Meaning that alkaline water is chemically induced. Basically, like with Essentia, you just put some sodium bicarbonate. You can go to any of your alkaline waters. A lot of your alkaline waters have sodium bicarbonate. Or they put minerals into the water, and it's purified. They put it's dead. It's dead. But there's another term which is water, alkalized water, that actually has the health benefits. If you go to PubMed, it's electrolytes reduced water, molecular hydrogen water, structured water, easy water, based on Dr. Gerald Pollack. I mean, there's these other terms, but it's alkalized water. It's structured water. It's water with electrons. It's technically, based on Dr. Gerald Pollack, it is the fourth phase of water. We're only familiar with 1, 2, and 3 phases based on what we were taught in school. 1, ice, solid. 2, liquid, obviously muddled water. 3, gas, steam, clouds. And the fourth, which has always been there, we just never classified it, surface tension, meaning there's a thin layer on bodies of water where there's actually a layer that's structured water. That thin layer is pretty much built with lots of electrons. That's why when you see a bug that goes on top of the water, the surface tension is not being broken because of that bug. That thin layer, that gummy layer, is structured water. But that's not the only place. Based on Dr. Gerald Pollack, you also find structured water, water with electrons, in our fruits and vegetables. Hence why we're supposed to eat fruits and vegetables. And that's why when you do juicing, juicing has a lot of health benefits for the body. And no one can actually disagree, in the sense of the medical industry and everybody else, that juicing does not help the body. We all know juicing that has minerals, but also has structured water in it. So you guys are slowly seeing the picture. So if we're supposed to eat more fruits and vegetables that have these minerals as well as these electrons, and those fruits and vegetables are living because they grew from the trees and bushes, and they were created by God from the soil, everything, there's a whole, even when it comes to like energies and things, there's a plug, there's an energy cycle. So when you eat these foods that have structured water as well as minerals, it makes your body feel healthier, which is also improving your health. Okay, so the word has kind of been hijacked. Alkaline water has these health benefits. Alkaline water doesn't have conclusive evidence that it improves your health. Okay, so the word has been hijacked, but it's been split in two. Alkaline water with positive ORP does not have health benefits, but alkaline water with negative ORP has the health benefits. This device right here is the very device that measures ORP. So if the number is positive, it has no health benefits whatsoever. The thing is dead. It's a positive, it's dead. So it has free radicals. It induces oxidation. So if it's a positive number, it's a bad thing. But if it has a negative number, that means it's a good thing. A negative number is a negative ORP, which alkaline water with negative ORP has the health benefits. It has all the different verbiage out there. And it has been documented that alkaline water with a negative ORP does improve your health. This device right here will lift the veil before your very eyes today when it comes to these types of waters. So, what was up?
1 second. Before you keep going, guys, please, I want to ask you a huge favor. Please, guys, share this live so more people can see this test be done. As this one particularly is not recorded. We're not, well, technically we're not recording this one. So, guys, we want to thank you so much for all the love and support. And I'm just making sure I am sharing this live with some of the people that are interested in learning more about this device. Now, some people get so angry, mad at me because I didn't share the name of the brand. And this is the reason why, guys. Because nowadays, we all are professional researchers as well as Googling things. And you know, everything that is really good out there has something called competition, lies, And honestly, I cannot wait for the day that our company goes ahead and sues all the people who are making up lies about their system. So we are here to show you like a blindfolded result so you can see it by yourself.
Mhm.
A lot of people just hear, say, and repeat. So I want you guys to see it for what it is. Imagine when you're about to meet up an amazing person and out of the blue, somebody tells you, watch out, this person, and it tells you all this junk and all this misinformation about somebody. Even though that person might be lying to you, you're going to be guarded. You're going to have some cautious because, somebody already tried to poison you against somebody else's reputation. So that's what I want you guys to please help me by sharing this live. Give it some hearts so TikTok lets other people know that this information is important.
Yes.
Why is this important? This is not just a filtration system, guys. This is something that Japanese people have been using for the last 50 years. And here in the US, people are barely becoming aware of the technology.
Yeah, it's been in the U.S. for 16, 17 years. And if this is the first time you guys have been hearing about us, what happened? Oh, that stops?
Yes, I did. I'm about to record when you're ready to go.
Okay.
Tell me when.
All right. So this literally is the most important test. This is the most important test because this will tell you if the money that you've been buying or the money that you've been using to buy these items, is it better for you? Well, let's find out. Okay, first one we're going to go to is the Carlsbad water. So hopefully you can see that. Oh, you want to take a bit? All
Yes,
right.
I can help out.
All right. So here I'm putting it into Carlsbad. Spring water from California.
Positive 220. As the number changed up and down, positive 275. So you guys can see it. Positive. Yeah, so it's an up and down number, but it's positive.
Yep. It's a positive number. So what does that mean? Like I mentioned before. You're absolutely right. This is dead water. It's a positive ORP, man. It has no health benefits. Okay. You guys are smart. You guys know this. Okay. So if I go to the next bottles, here you go.
We're testing pH 9.5.
Perfect hydration right here.
That's the name of it?
Yeah.
Positive 300. Oh my God, I saw 1,000 for a second. Okay, let's say 312 up and down. It's a positive number, guys. Check that out. This is an ORP meter that measures oxidation reduction potential. Hopefully my Facebook and YouTube fam can see it. It's a positive number, 190 up and down.
This is science.
That's positive oxidation. So what's the problem with oxidation? Can you tell us real quick?
Okay. So you guys already know because of this, it's a positive number. It is dead water. So what's this whole thing about this dead water stuff? My Pinjak Salat teacher told me this. If you want to improve in your health, the more alive your food is, the more alive you're going to be. The more dead your food is, the more dead you're going to be. So if you're eating more fruits and vegetables, just look at the vegetarians and the vegans and the raw vegans. Just look at how they look. When you look at someone who smokes, eats a lot of processed foods and other things, look what their bodies look like. And I'm not judging or anything. We are what we eat. You are what you eat. Our bodies reflect what we eat. So if you're hydrated, you're like a grape. But if you're dehydrated, then you look like a raisin.
Also, a lot of girls spend a lot of money to lotions and creams, and that's good. I like it. Nothing wrong against personal care and skincare. We women like to look beautiful, but a lot of us freak out because we get maybe wrinkled too soon. So, guys, hydration is so important to keep your youth. Hydration, guys. We're gonna age no matter what, but it's better to age gracefully. Manny is 44 years old. I don't know, maybe people lie to us.
44 years wise.
Sometimes when people look at Manny, they expect him to be maybe 30-ish, 35. So That's a beautiful thing, guys.
Okay, so check this out. Here you go.
So this is our water, and you can see a huge negative, no, 1,000. I saw 1,000 for a second. My goodness.
Negative number.
It's a negative number. I was shocked. Here you go, guys. Negative 700 up and down. I saw a negative 1,000. I was like too shocked to speak. You guys see the negative right here in the corner? That's what you guys are looking for.
Yep.
You can plug this in fruits and vegetables as well. Here you guys can see it, negative 700 up and down. You can plug this device in fruits and vegetables. And so far, the only product that has shown us a negative number, guess what it is? I'm not going to say. I'm going to make sure that our people interacting here can talk about it. Can you please tell me what is the fruit or vegetable, the only one that has yield a negative number? It was a negative 100. So let's wait until somebody comments, okay, guys? You're shy today, guys. Usually you guys are all over us saying this water, snake oil, what is it?
No, we get a lot of positive stuff too.
And pH don't work, the stomach is acidic, and the chupacabra isn't real, the man landing on the moon was fake. You know, you guys tell us all sorts of things, but you guys are shy today. Please help us out.
The haters do their stuff, but you guys are phenomenal. You guys are awesome.
Maybe they're like me, you know, but just
it's like
focus.
Spit the stuff, spit it. I'm watching, I'm
I
spitting.
want to see it. Give me the meat. Okay, guys. So basically, okay, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna count till 10. So someone gets me. Okay, let's do this. No, I can't do this. I can't be too generous. I can't give away a gift just because for typing an answer if it's correct. So, what fruit or vegetable do you believe gave us a negative number? Just one fruit or vegetable. Just type it in, and I'll give you a hint. Okay, I'll give you a few hints. The first one.
It's green.
No, that's too obvious.
No, there's a lot of things that are green.
It's considered a super food.
So you got two
Okay,
choices.
guys. So love your life says guacamole.
What?
Guacamole.
Yeah, that's some good stuff right there. That's some good stuff right there.
So yes, correct. Love your life wins. It's the avocado. Out of all the fruits and vegetables that we were testing with this device, the only one that gave us a negative number and happens to be an avocado. Our water gave us a negative. What was it? The highest I saw negative 100.
Huh?
Negative 700.
Well,
Can you place the probe so they can see it?
Yeah.
So, guys, this is incredible because when they tell you berries have antioxidants, the ones we tested did not. So this is our water, so you guys can see it live. It's a negative almost 700. Yeah, up and down, 682.
Yeah.
So that negative means negative oxidation, antioxidants, which protect you from inflammation.
Yes. So I love this device. This one, it breaks through all the garbage.
Yes.
That a lot of the, I don't like using this word.
Yes.
Misinformation.
Uh-huh.
But it breaks through it filters out a lot of the garbage that's out there. Because even with the information that you're giving, it's like, and that's why they always say, always do your own research. And that's why we do this, because we like to provide you the science with some of these beautiful devices that gives you like an on and off test or some digits, you know?
That little probe is called the ORP meter,
Yeah.
which stands for oxidation reduction potential, okay? So you can try to find that online. You can just get it yourself, so you can go around and plug everything in your life. Put that in your mouth to see if that gives you a negative. No, it's a bad joke because you do that with the other light test.
Hey, okay. So we're going to get to the next test. Now, the next test is dealing with the pH. This is what everyone is focused on. Alkalinity this, alkalinity that. So let's go give it some alkalinity this and a little alkalinity about that. All right, let's do this real quick. All right. And then, oh, I already got it over there. Okay, so the gist is, if it's yellow, it is an acid. If it's orange, it's super acid. And if it's red, stay away because it's going to eat you alive. Now, if it's green, it's neutral. If it's blue, it is alkaline. And if it's purple or royal purple, it is super alkaline. So this pH gives you the rainbows. So let's see what this bad boy is doing for Carlsbad. And then you have the perfect hydration. And then you have the structured water. Okay. And let's mix it. Mix it. Okay. And what we have here is a little white sheet. That's also why I'm wearing this a lot more often, because you can also see it from here. But just in any case, look at this. This is like a yellowish green. So that tells me it is not neutral. It is actually slightly acidic. And this is saying here is between 8.0 to 9.0. This should be blue. Here you got perfect hydration, 9.5. And this is a beautiful royal purple. So this is alkaline, super alkaline. And here you also have a royal purple. And this is also alkaline. This has more of the royal purple than here, so I got to clean my machine. But either which way, these bad boys are alkaline. So let me see if I can put a little bit more water in here, because I want to show you a little something. Oops. I want to show you a little something a little bit extra. And so you already know that this is a positive number and this is a negative number. And there's a reason why I'm saying that. Okay, we already know that this is acidic, so we don't have to worry about this anymore.
So the Carlsbad is one of our friends who thinks it's a good water because it comes from the spring water. We actually went to the facility and grabbed a sample straight out from the source, and it came out the same color, regardless if it is from the facility or from, bottled, it's still the same. So that's not alkaline. It's sad because people believe in it. People drive there, fill out their jugs of waters, and pay, I don't remember how much is per gallon of Carlsbad alkaline water, but now you guys can see it.
Okay, so the reason why I bring this out is because I want you guys to see something cool. Okay.
Can you move the Carlsbad from the frame so it's not on my video, please?
Sure.
All of it, move it. Yeah, perfect, beautiful. Thank you.
Okay.
One second. Go.
So here we have the 9.5 pH water, and we have the alkalized pH water, or alkalized water. So we have induced by chemicals, which you can look at the ingredients. And over here, you have the structured water that's induced with electricity. And this is the ORP meter, like I was mentioning. If you look at the alkaline water, you see it's a positive ORP. Positive ORP. But when you go to structured water, alkaline structured water that's induced with electricity, here you have your negative ORP, and you have your negative ORP. So, what you're seeing here is both of these waters are alkaline, super alkaline, and this is a positive ORP, which has no health benefits whatsoever. And here you have a negative ORP with health benefits. Now, we're going to also see if this is a real alkaline water or this is a real alkaline water. What that means is I'm going to use my carbon dioxide, my acidic breath, to see if my breath does change these waters. I don't know what's going to happen, but what Evelyn's going to do is she's going to count it out, and we're going to see how these waters react to my breath.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stop.
10 seconds, it went acidic. And here, I have my structured water.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stop.
Whew. Now, you can see that my breath did change the waters, but notice that the fake positive ORP turned to a acidic water, and the negative ORP was able to withstand my breath. Now, this is where it gets into the extra stuff. Did my breath knock out or induce free radicals? Because my breath is oxidizing, and that's why I have a thing against masks, because when you're breathing in your carbon dioxide, this happens to your immune system. So here you have the numbers. Do you get a positive number or a negative number?
Okay, let me see. 225. It was reading your antioxidants from your body for a second. 300, 225. That's from the pH fake alkaline water. So I guess you guys see that.
So you get a positive number, but also have you noticed that the positive number went up? Here, we'll go over here and see how it's reacted. So is it a negative number or a positive number?
It's a negative number, came on and off. Negative 100, negative 90.
Really?
So your breath.
It did knock down some of the antioxidants.
It's a negative. You need to drink more water.
Ooh.
Negative 100, negative 125.
That is a very important piece of information. Like I mentioned, and of course, I go straight to the source. I get a higher negative number.
Negative, I saw 700. Let me just hold it for.
Straight from the source.
Oh, I saw negative 1,000. Negative 600. Numbers keep changing, guys. This is living water.
It's just a big number.
As long as you have the negative in front, that's all you need. Negative 500, 600, 590, 644.
Yeah. So that's why, and this has its own little proof in itself. The carbon dioxide that comes from your breath, you breathe in the oxygen, you breathe out the carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide makes things acidic. And when you breathe out carbon dioxide and then you breathe it in, it lowers your body's antioxidants. It induces more free radicals based on this particular test. That's actually a very good test. So that's why drinking structured water is able to handle the free radicals, the oxidation, much better than the fake alkaline water. So basically what I'm saying is this. This is dead. You breathe in death. It gets deader. Then you have something alive with death breath. And it stays less alive, but it's still alive. This is dead, alive, dead, live. So hopefully that made a little bit more sense. I love this device. I love it. Okay, so the most important thing is when you drink this, like my Pink Jack Salad teacher would say, the more alive you're going to be. Okay, now let's go into this other side of things. So we all know that soda is bad. Ooh, I'm going to use this.
Say that again.
We all know that soda is bad. There is no argument that our doctors will ever tell us that this is healthy. We ask our doctors, and a lot of people say, is this healthy? Is this healthy? Where's the research? But I still buy this. They don't research this, but they research everything in the world for these.
We still go to In-N-Out.
Which is fine.
We don't, but.
Everyone's just looking for the best water. But no one ever asked, is this the best soda? But soda is bad. How bad is it? Well, let me share. Okay. So we already know this is acid. We're just going to put more acid in it. And then you're still alkaline, but a little bit less. Kills the alkalinity. So you can almost say like, this is real bad. It has a very, very low pH.
You notice when people have their birthdays and you hear they go sick? Oh, I had my birthday and I was sick on my birthday. It's because they were drinking. It doesn't mean they were drunk and wasted. As long as they have 1 or 2 cocktails, it's enough. The alcohol is enough to shut down your immune system.
Okay, so I just put an acid into the water. So I'm going to try to alkaline myself. Nothing is happening. Okay, when I go over here, it's trying, but it still goes to acid. Now, this is where it gets into the cool part. I bring my little trusty ORP meter right here.
That's called an ORP meter. You can find it, I guess, online on Amazon.
So check this out.
It's called Milwaukee. Okay, here we go, guys.
So
1, 2, 3, go.
So I just put acid into this water. You get a positive number.
266. Well, I got a negative for a second, but it went away. 374.
Positive number. You still get a positive number.
373.
Okay. So no whoop there, right? But this is also an acid. But what's going on? Is it a positive number?
Negative 30. Negative 50, 13, 65. You see the negative for in the corner?
It's still a negative number.
Negative 100 for a second, 101, 190, 70. There you go, guys.
So, you have my acidic breath. You have my acidic drink that's killing my alkalized water, yet the alkalized water still has antioxidants, where this dead alkaline water with my dead breath, with my dead soda, and it's still more dead. But let me do this.
He's like, but I got something else. What you doing? Have you guys seen Manny in the ocean fighting waves? That's what he does.
Ooh, okay, so this is where it gets into something that's even cooler. Okay, so we know that this is dead. So I can put this out over here. So what happens when I start doing this? Now think about this. It's like your stomach acid, and it's just your poor diet. I'm changing my pH, but it still went to slightly acidic. Well, look at this. We got dead, and we're going to put something alive in there. Look at that. Look at that. And it's slowly dying. It's slowly dying. See that? It went from blue, it's around the green. Okay. Now, you guys saw this was dead. Go hold this, babe. Dead, and I just put something alive in there. What is it now?
1 second. It's calibrating. Negative 100 and negative 200. Negative 200, guys. You can see it. Negative 150. It's going up and down.
It's a negative.
But you got the negative number in the corner. Right there, guys.
It was a positive 300, and now it's a negative 100 and something. And of course, this was alive, dead, live, dead, live.
Negative 300.
More alive.
Negative almost 400. Let me see. Yep, it made it to 400 for a second. Negative 400. Wow, yeah, 416, 422. Wait. 423, 24. Can you guys see that? Please share some hearts and share this live, guys. This device is very sensitive to the touch, so there is no way to manipulate it or change anything.
There's no freeze frame. It is what it is.
It It is what it is.
It is a negative 400. It was a negative 100 something. Now it's a negative 400. So it became more alive. That is what I'm talking about. This measures if what you're putting onto it is alive or dead. What you just saw with the liquids before our very eyes, you got to see what people normally drink is dead versus what I make in my kitchen that's alive.
Now, this is something else, guys. You guys are seeing the tests. You guys are seeing this amazing demonstration, but this is the thing. When your body is drinking the dead water versus when your body is drinking our living water. Now, someone is asking in the chat, how can you determine somebody is dead and alive? What is your measurement or way to find out?
Yes. Like I mentioned before, antioxidants.
Yes, ORP meter, love.
Oh, yeah. So let me unplug this.
Explain to them the ORP meter, what it is and what it does. Maybe that helps.
Okay. So this ORP meter measures antioxidants and oxidation. We all know that fruits and vegetables have antioxidants. Your teas, your coffees also have antioxidants. We can also know that when the fruits and vegetables are plugged into the ground, basically from the tree or from the bush, it's alive. It's growing. When you look at your roots and your strawberries and other things, they're growing, they're alive. You can also agree that when it comes to meat, it's dead. Nothing there. We can also determine, because this bottled water has been sitting in the stores and been bottled, and we have no idea how old this is. This could be 1 or 2, 3 years old. And over here you have an expiration date of 2024. So we obviously buy it this year. So I would imagine this was probably bottled, I would hope, most likely last year or maybe older. Who knows? But they're saying that it expires in 2024. But we don't know when this was bottled. So we have no idea how old this water is.
I have a crazy thought. Someone said to me, why bottled water? Since it's bottled for weeks, days, months, years. Mm-hmm. Why bottled water doesn't go bad? That was a question, and it kept me thinking, what's in it? Because when water is stagnant, it goes bad. It goes slimy, greenish, you know?
Yeah.
So what's happening with this bottled waters? That
I see what you're doing.
It's a crazy stuff.
Okay, so when you...
Ain't that crazy though?
So when it comes to fruits and vegetables, they decay. There's water, there's minerals, fibers, bacteria, pinophenols, polyphenols, and other collections of things. They age. This is just water with minerals or other stuff, and it doesn't age because it's just water. There's no enzymes, there's no bacteria, there's other things that's not living. Because it's completely dead, it's like, how old is rock? And you have your plants that decay, you have your plants that start growing mold on it, it breaks down and everything else in between. So, depending on, and also water is also a very interesting substance where it goes through multiple phases. Icebergs, water, oceans. You got rain, you got steam, then you got rain, you got clouds. Water keeps on going through a transition. But when it's in the bottle, it's stopped. The transitions are stopped. So you're capturing the moment. That's why it's not open. When you open it, everything changes. When you put it in a bottle, things change. Or it's stopped, and then it just stays there. And a lot of the energy that's in water is dead, completely dead. So it goes into like frequency type stuff and also the process of life, blah, blah, blah. But if you ever give your daughter like a glass of bottle, we've seen in some movies where they go, okay, kid, here's a glass of water. They drink, let it sit there for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours. She don't want to drink it no more. Oh, why are you not going to drink it up, kid? Oh, because it's old. What do you mean it's old? It's only a few hours old. It's old. How old is this? It's really old. Now plant another one in your mind. When you go to the grocery stores and you go to the cold section, how old is the milk? How old is the meat? How old is the fish? How old is the cheese? How old is the yogurt? Nobody knows. How old is the chips? How old are the Oreo cookies? How old is the oat milk cookies? How old is this? How old is that? Nobody knows. But we know in the US, we use a lot of preservatives. We use a lot of preservatives so it can have a long shelf life. Well, when we eat those things, it also has a long shelf life. It takes more effort for our system to break it down because it has such a long shelf life. So when you go into like McDonald's, Burger King, Arby's, all these different fast food, how long does it digest in your system?
They don't care. Nobody cares.
It's cheap.
They go.
Cheap.
Nobody says, "Excuse me, Mr. McDonald's, Burger King, Chick-fil-A, In-N-Out." I don't know.
How old is that
Wendy's.
burger? No.
How old is that burger?
It's been sitting there all day,
What is
sir.
the medical research? I need a scientific research on how healthy that hamburger I'm about to have. Delicious, yum yum. Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Sorry, my humor is very dry, guys. So that's my.
Her humor is so dry, I get ashy elbows. So the whole essence is, out of all this stuff, when knowing what's alive and what's dead, just go back to common sense. Back to common sense. Common sense, that's why it's common. Because when you eat fruits and vegetables, we all know fruits and vegetables have minerals, fruits and vegetables have water, fruits and vegetables promote health. But then when you go to chips, are chips healthy? We can honestly say, not really. Dorito chips, come on, MSG, yo. We can also say that if you get a burger from McDonald's, is that healthy? No. When you start looking into how healthy is, we all know that this is not healthy. We can also say that cotton candy is not healthy. We can also say that we love it so much. Ice cream. Is ice cream healthy? I get my protein. Really? With all that sugar that's in there? Look at the diabetics. Can they have ice cream? Oh yeah, but they start shooting up whatever metformin. So there's a lot of things in our country that is very dead. Other parts around the country, there's a lot of things that's more alive. Our food and drug regulations here is a little bit loose. Here it is very strict. The food in the US has been banned in other countries. If you go to the regular grocery store in the US, you have high fructose corn syrup. But if you go to Mexico, you get soda with real sugar. You go to Canada, most likely you'll get soda with real sugar. But if you're in the US, it's hard to find soda with real sugar. What's up with that? And it's high fructose corn syrup. This has corn. This has corn. Are we supposed to drink corn?
Did you see, guys, on the news that Mexico was having some conflicts with the USA because they wanted the corn to be GMO? Something was going on. I think it was the corn. I think it was the avocado. They were like saying, no, we're not gonna do that.
We're not gonna accept your American food here. So the common sense. We all know that blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, all these different fruits and vegetables have antioxidants. A lot of our fruits and vegetables also have water. There are some beans and seeds. They are acidic because there's not a lot of water in there. But you submerge it with water, what happens? It activates unless it's roasted.
So let me just go over the comment section because
Yes.
this is a very interactive live, guys. I wanted to let you know next week on Tuesday, guys, please stay connected. We are going to test live fruits and vegetables from an organic farmer market. I really hope and pray what they're selling us is organic, non-GMO, but we're gonna buy some blueberries, some strawberries, so we can test it out live for you guys. Now, let me go. You want me to read the questions or you want to read them yourself?
I'll do some over here so I can catch up because
Okay.
you guys, I was just scrolling up just to catch up with some of those comments. You guys are awesome. The BS legumes has some
Go,
good
go
stuff.
from the very top. I haven't read them.
Oh, the top for me. The BS, yes, research. Sorry, I can't right now. People then they know.
Let me
Think
let
they
me
know.
read to you the
But
first
have
questions.
Okay, go ahead.
You're missing out some questions because I was okay.
Yeah.
So, my loves, Colette says hello.
Yes.
Hi, Colette. I would love to interview you, girl, about your 6-day water fasting sometime. As soon as I have access to come live on TikTok from my multiple stream device, I would love to do that so everyone can watch your testimony. Let me see. Love Your Life is correct about the guacamole being the only one who gave us a negative 100, meaning antioxidants. So a lot of fruits and vegetables, I imagine because of the GMOs, they don't have antioxidants.
Right.
So that's very interesting. Because of many, I was learning also about Dr. Sebi, who was saying that not all fruits and vegetables are alkaline forming because some of those are changed by us humans. So there you go. Hope that makes some sense. Okay, so you don't have this many, but I'm gonna try to do my best to read it to you.
I got some of this stuff here.
Do you have elicited measured energy and not alkaline or acid? They
can at least lead you astray.
Oh, you have. Okay, you can read from there. Okay, go ahead.
So then you got Bronze Star with breath, and then Alex, if you are thinking that energy is what you want, then you misled yourself. If you do, that is a interesting comment. You get energy from your fruits and vegetables, yes. There's other practices here and there that
breatharians.
You got your breatharians. So when you eat a lot of processed foods, the energy level, the energy registry, there's like special devices that actually measures the I don't know, like the life force or the light or something. I have to research more into it, but it's like a picture where all of a sudden you just see this like beautiful haze, like an aura or some sort. And I don't know the name of the device, but when they bring it to food, there is no light aura whatsoever. But then when they bring it to fruits and vegetables, there is a light, there is an aura about it.
We should have it.
But then, I'm sure there's a little something. But when it's grown from a garden, it will have more of an aura versus a fruits or vegetable that's in a grocery store. So there's a time limit where when it's freshly picked from a bush or whichever, it is freshly picked. It has the abundance of all its nutrients. But then when it takes its time, the nutrients, the density of the nutrients starts to decline over time because it's no longer plugged. That's why technically when we was in our womb, in our mother's womb, we were getting all our information, all our nutrients from our mother. Then once they cut that umbilical cord, then our only other source we have to go towards is again back to our mother. And then once she took us off the teat, then we have to look for another source, hence the fruits and vegetables. And then when we were taught over time to go more towards processed foods, they didn't have a source, but the fruits and vegetables did have a source. So our mothers had a source, the teat had a source, which obviously is the same one, and then our fruits and vegetables had a source, but our processed foods have no source. There's no energy source whatsoever.
Something really sad, guys, also is that in the United States, we have a health problem, guys. If you look around, most of us are overweighted, obese, unhealthy. So what we're trying to do here, guys, is to talk to you about what we know that has help us to look for a better life. In my case, I used to have a lot of cramps and aches and pains, and this water just changed it for me. Also about energy, we like to go in the sun, we like to go to the ocean. When you get your body into the ocean, you feel recharged, guys. Guess what? We tested the ocean pH. It happened to be alkaline.
Yeah.
I
So-
want to see if the ocean has antioxidants. That would be interesting.
So with Alex, he says a text on yourself of pH levels. You can test the pH of your saliva, and you can also test the pH of your urine. There's actually, like, if your saliva, if I remember correctly, if you, I have to look it up again. If your urine is alkaline, then there's a problem. But if it's acidic, then you're detoxing right. If your saliva is alkaline, then I think there might be some. Oh, I have to look it up. I have to give you something that's
also,
good.
before Manny keeps on reading the questions, guys, I want to let you know, after this live, we're helping my dear friend Colette to do her cleaning of her device. She has it for a month now, and it's recommended she can do like an in-house cleaning, which is super easy to do, guys. Okay. I'm thinking about maybe going live so they can see a little bit of the behind the scenes. Is that okay with you? Okay. So we're supposed to be connected at 7:00 Pacific time. So make sure if that works for you, you're more than welcome to just witness the behind the scenes. Colette loves the water. She's been drinking the water for a month now. She succeeded at her first water fasting. She did 6 days of water fasting. She never did water fasting before. We do not recommend doing water fasting with plastic bottled water. No. I succeeded at a water fasting for 16 days, guys. 16 days. Many did a 40-day water fasting last year and 35-day water fasting this year. People thinking he was crazy. He was not. But his muscles are growing faster now. And he just loves it. I mean, it's not something that everybody should be doing. It's not for everyone, guys. You gotta always check with your.
If you have more questions, I'll teach you how to get there.
Yeah, but it's up to you.
Steps. Okay, so let me see if I can crank some of this stuff out. So if you drink more water, less acidity. Depends on the water, of course, but also it depends on the foods that you eat. Because like I showed you with the soda, if you're eating a lot of foods that are acidic, by drinking this water, it does help try to balance things out. But of course, if you're drinking or consuming more acids, the alkalinity will try to do its best. Obviously, your body is also doing a lot of these things behind the scenes because your body also automatically has structured water in it. That's what's in your cells. So when you consume acidic foods, your body is using the calcium, the base, to try to neutralize the acidity. And that's where carpal tunnel, arthritis, gout, kidney stones, and other collections of things like this with calcium, the overload of calcium in the body. That's what's triggering those issues. Is because the foods you're eating is too acid forming. So it's best to drink your water a half an hour before and after your meal. So don't drink water before you eat something. Eat your food, and if you need something to wet your whistle, do a juice or a tea. And then half an hour after, drink water because you don't want to dilute your stomach acid. Let's see, the glass water is better. Heck yeah. Plus, glass is better not having plastic leak into the water. You're absolutely right. Your higher quality bottled water, is in glass. This was $13, and we just tested this guy out. And I do agree that. Bottled water in glass is so much safer because of the leaching. That's why there are more glass bottles in this part of the country versus our part of the country.
This part of the world.
What is the device called, Evelyn?
So
Elvis wanted to know what the device is called.
Okay, Elvis, I reach out to you about all our systems set up unless you're talking about the ORP meter. I wanted to say something, guys, real quick, if you don't mind me, Manny. Once I had our special water on a stainless steel container, guys. And I also had some in a glass container. And guess what? I was shocked. I was shocked to find out that the one that was placed on the glass kept the antioxidants and properties better. So I avoid stainless steel. If you guys are into that stuff, just know. Now I don't know what happened to the alkalized man.
Okay, so Alex, I want to see if I can answer your question. Hopefully this will have something. We ate all our avocados. So hopefully we can agree that fruits and vegetables are alive. Where when you look into snowballs, Twinkies, donuts, and other things, they're not alive. I can plug it, there's no water whatsoever in it. But with a lot of your fruits and vegetables, it's mainly water. So let me see if I can give you a, you can also record this if you want. I'm going to see if I can plug this and see if I get some.
Give me a second, okay? Let me set up this phone.
Come on.
1 second, guys. So this right now is our Q&A, guys. We're going to be doing this for about 25 minutes. So please feel free to reach out and say your comments. I'm going to do my best to try to read all of them. And I'm super thankful and grateful for you guys being here. Okay. Eddie Harris says on Facebook, we need to talk about getting a machine. Yes, definitely.
Okay. It's not that much because this. I'm
recording now.
Hold this.
Well, I don't know if this will give you a negative number because some vegetables and fruits aren't like
It's not the
avocados.
freshest. So honestly, like a lot of your oranges, we are in California, but California doesn't have too many oranges. But it also depends on how long it took that orange to go from one place to another. But it is a low oxidation number. But I don't get antioxidants from an orange. So that's the caveat.
That's why our water is called the king of antioxidants. That is our money. You're eating an orange and alive? That's so disrespectful.
Come on! I like my
Come
orange
on. He's such a free spirit. Okay, next question, guys. Please throw all your questions and comments so we can answer before we say goodnight.
Okay. So Alex, there'll be another video I'm going to share. I can share a video with you. I've already made this on YouTube. When I'm measuring the antioxidants of fruits and vegetables. And the one that I got antioxidants from was an avocado. So an avocado obviously is a fruit, and that's the reference point. You got to go back to nature because nature has the natural laws where man's kind of like making their own laws, and it doesn't really work all that well.
So please follow Manny's Alkalized Men TikTok account. We want to make sure we help this amazing soul grow so he can do more lives and share more values directly to you guys. Next question.
Let me see, Alex. No, because so one we got My Reality. Hi, Alkaline Man. No, it's Alkalized Man. So with Alex, no, because it's just water. That is bottles and stops things to get in it. Yep. I can understand what you're saying. My Reality, it's old. That's what my daughter says. LOL. So you know what I'm talking about. So
Sometimes kids know more than you and I. Kids and pets.
Yes.
They are more attuned with their smelling.
Yeah, they have not been told no as much because when you get older and older, you're being told no so much. So Alex, but one company thinks one method better than the other. That is true. That's why I'm not saying that none of this is horrible because people are doing the best that they can based on the information that they have.
And that was us back in the day.
And that's how it was.
We were doing Voss water because we thought it was amazing from Norway. The biggest benefit about the Voss water was keeping those beautiful glass bottles.
Yes.
And the other water I was thinking because of marketing and colors and cuteness was Fiji because I thought I was drinking Fiji water. Mm-hmm. But then I saw a test and I found out Fiji water was very oxidative. So you need to know when it comes about health, look into antioxidants, oxidation, what's inflammation, what causes inflammation in the body, guys.
Yes.
There might be some images in Google that you can find. And what causes inflammation, baby? Can you say it real quick?
Inflammation?
Yes.
So Dr. Sebi would say this: mucus, inflammation, mucus, free radicals, oxidation. So with oxidation and free radicals, the body responds with inflammation. It's dealing with the inflammation. It responds with mucus. And then the side effects of the free radicals and the oxidation is actually taking electrons from the cell, but it's also damaging the ends of the DNA. And when you have damaged cells, it is a tumor cell. And when that tumor cell, it splits, obviously it's creating a tumor. And when the tumor is big enough, where it's populated enough, it becomes a cancer. So the true essence of all these different things, like if you look into oxidative stress, Google search it, go through any search engine and look at oxidative stress. You'll see the list of health issues that's all associated to oxidative stress. Inflammation. If you look into Dr. Sebi, you look into all these health people. Unfortunately, some of them they no longer are alive for reasons. But if you look into their research, a lot of their stuff is based on addressing the inflammation, addressing the mucus, addressing the toxins, getting enough minerals, getting enough antioxidants in my whole spiel, and getting the body more to a harmonious state, which is your body's 70-75% water. So you should be drinking your diet should be 70-75% water. Hence why a lot of your fruits and vegetables is 70-75% water. Everything's connected. The world is 70-75% water. This map doesn't really show too much, but you have a lot of water. There is more water than land.
Volcanoes.
And even underneath the land, there's water. Hence your aquifers and your wells and everything else in between. So with my reality, I only order healthy fries. Wow, chips. So we got learn with Mr. Balbian. Yeah, who's had Coca-Cola anywhere? Alex?
That's a good thing. That's a good thing, actually. Yeah. I'm super happy to know many people aren't drinking Coca-Cola. Yeah. My family in Ecuador used to drink Coca-Cola, guys, and it's very sad. We had family members who developed diabetes because of the high fructose corn syrup. In Ecuador, they use it, by the way. And it's sad. It's sad. So I'm happy that less people. Please don't drink that Mountain Dew. I know nobody drinks Coca-Cola, but I know a lot of people who are into Mountain Dew. Some people are into the Monster and energy drink. So be careful, guys. It doesn't matter what the brand is. Read the label behind each bottle. Ingredients. The big flag, the red flag is high fructose corn syrup. What about Red 40? You talk about
Red
that
40,
one?
Yellow 5, it does a lot of mental problems.
Please,
it
guys.
induces a lot of mental problems.
This is free information, guys. We're more than happy to share all this knowledge that many wants to share. And I'm happy a lot of people on social media are making videos and information is being spread out like wildfire. Please accept this information for you.
So with Alex, he says they are just as much effed with as your water, with all the DNA and cross-pollination. I would say in multiple cases, I can understand what you're saying. Our food is being harassed. Our water is being harassed. Our air is being harassed. Air, you have chemtrails, you have some of your polyester stuff that emits gas. Our clothes that's made out of plastic is putting BPA plastic in our bodies. Shoot, you're being bombarded all the time. But that's also why we went towards this, because this helps flush things out. Because this hydrates us, this gives us everything else. It's all about the antioxidants. The more antioxidants, the more defense you have. Fruits. Oh yeah, fruits. Fruits is important. And even our fruits are being, you know it. So learn with Mr. Balvin. It isn't. So go outside and Trader Joe's maybe. Organic is a marketing label.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yes.
There is the FDA list of chemicals used accepted by organic. Yes. We make a water known as 11.5 pH, and we have purchased organic foods, especially from Whole Foods. We would soak our fruits and vegetables with 11.5 water, and we would actually pull a lot of those herbicides and pesticides out. The weirdest thing is we've rinsed spinach from Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, and Walmart. We got our the water, the 11.5. When it pulls the herbicides and pesticides, it changes the color, and we will get color with Trader Joe's. We will get color with Whole Foods, but we got no color from Walmart. We was like, what?
Imagine finding out that Walmart produce was better than this other expensive store. So yes, a big marketing out there, guys.
So with Mr. Belvin, not to mention imported peats. I would think it's meats, fish meal and blood meal. Oh, peats must be a feed. Our livestock farms, our farmed meats is inject. Oh, I would imagine Mr. Belvin knows. We think we're getting a lot of the pharmaceuticals through our water and through the medication industry. Our animals are being bombarded with hormones, medications up the freaking wazoo. They are so far medicated, and also the most stressed. Our industrial meats, our industrial farms, is a culture of death and death and stress. Death and stress. Ooh. And the foods that they're given is crap. It's bottom of the barrel because it's cheaper. It's GMO'd up the freaking wazoo. And like I also said, you are what you eat. So if you eat these processed meats, you eat these processed animals, you also become more processed. The live is paused. The host will be back soon.
Yeah, battery is almost running, and we have to do a video call. So let's wrap this up. Is it back?
Oh, it seems back.
Yeah, so let's wrap this up, guys.
Okay, so let me go hit
we
it
have
real
a
quick.
phone call to do real quick. Schedule.
Okay, so let me go here.
We have to be respectful of our
not to mention
customers.
important piece, you have desmystification is why you have potatoes, non-GMOs, and labels to sell food. Mr. Belvin, you're there. We're on the same mindset. Alex, if chasing makes yourself dying energy or acidic. If chasing making yourself, I don't know. I don't know that response, but we'll talk. We can talk, Alex. Keep importing stuff from across the world. Yeah, we like getting non-American stuff to a point, of course.
We love buying the German pasta, Italian pasta.
Water that is less than 1 with acid then brings you a pH down. But is that your energy? That's the name of the breath test. It's not. I can understand where you're going from there, Alex. That's actually a good observation. This one is more of a chemical reaction. Carbon monoxide with water. You're just putting more carbon. Carbon, like your carbonated waters, is super acidic. That's why I use the soda, because most of your sodas is carbonated. So by just all carbonated water is acidic. Let me see. But that's measurement of energy. Millivolts, yes. Townsend, what's the diet immediately after breaking a 40-day fast? Ooh, very good question. The first thing when it comes to water fasting, and depending on the length of the water fast, makes a big difference. So if you do a 1-day water fast, no big deal. You can break it with fruits and then go to your normal meal. When you go to a 3-day water fast, first thing you do is break it with fruits and vegetables, and then you go to your normal meal. So there's no big difference there because your metabolism didn't change too much. When you go into a week, you can almost do the same thing, fruits and vegetables, boom, and then you go into a normal meal. When you get into 2 weeks, that's where it gets a little bit more interesting. You have to be much slower. You go into softer fruits, such as watermelons. Watermelons is like the easiest thing to break, but when it comes to the duration of time to break the fast starts to increase. So when it's a short fast, the first meal you eat, it's like eating breakfast. It's supposed to be a fruit or a vegetable. Your body absorbs it, and then you go to your next meal within like maybe a half an hour or less. Who cares? But then when you get into 2 weeks, that's almost like 2 to 3 meals, like one day of going straight up fruits and vegetables, so it's easier to digest. I would say more like avocados, watermelons, oranges. It has fiber, but it has a lot of water in it. Then when you go into a 3-week fast, it has a lot of similarities to the 2-week fast, but you're just adding another a day of breaking the fast, meaning fruits and vegetables only. No nuts, no seeds. On your 3rd day, you can go hit nuts and seeds and go into, if you wanted to, go into the dairies, but you don't hit the meat yet. Oh, when you break your fast the wrong way, holy crap, I'll tell you that another time. So when you go into a 40-day fast, you're almost doing almost a week of fruits and vegetables, meaning the first thing you're doing is juice. So you're juicing the first 1 or 2 days, you're juicing. Then on your 3rd day, you start eating solid foods, which is your fruits and vegetables. And then you get, then after a week of fruits and vegetables, then you get into other solid foods. So when you go through a water fast, by the time you break it, with the first couple of days, you literally have a baby's digestion system in a sense, where fruits and vegetables is the most living foods for you to consume, the easiest thing to digest. From this point on, you actually have a choice. Do I want to go back into my old eating habits? I would hopefully say no. Do you want to go to being a vegetarian, a vegan, pescatarian, whatever? You actually have more of a list. And the body's effect actually accelerates immensely, like especially if you went paleo or keto. So if you went with a water fasting, the water fasting helps reset your system. And then from there on, since your system is much cleaner, you want to continue doing something much cleaner. Because when you decide, okay, I'm going to do another water fast, that water fast experience is going to be even easier. And then more detoxification. So when you go through a water fast, you're detoxing, especially when you're doing it with structured water. And then when you go into a clean diet, your body's just going to get bombarded with beautiful vitamins and minerals and waters.
And the intestines are clean.
And the intestinal tract is much cleaner. So you're going to be breaking down your foods much better. And a lot of, like, even when you was constipated, a lot of this stuff helps get away. I can teach you all these beautiful things if you're ever interested in doing a long fast. And the way I like to teach it is to unclog the body at first and give you gradual things to do before you do something that long. There's beautiful things. And water fasting for women is different than water fasting for men because there's different hormones going on. But when you do a water fast, your hormones are going to do so many beautiful things. It's going to be huge benefits, huge benefits.
Okay, guys. So yeah, because we need to keep it short. Okay, guys. So we are about to be done. I'm so sorry that my phone is dying. That's why you see the live stopping. So please do me a favor, follow this amazing guy, Alkaline Man, on TikTok. We want to help him grow his account. Yes. As a way to thank him for all his education and knowledge.
Yes.
This way he can also help more people. Also, guys, please go to my bio, Hydration Angel Official on TikTok. And if you can click the link, you can also schedule a phone call with Manny. Manny's from Germany, so This is hot for him. he's the guy who is in the middle of winter outside with flip-flop shorts and a little light shirt. So guys, thank you so much for all your time. We appreciate you. Please follow this account. If you have any more questions, you know how to find us, how to reach out. Much love to you guys. Have a beautiful evening.
So thank you so much for your time. Be healthy and be an alkalized human. Till then, peace. Ooh.
Thank you so much, Facebook and YouTube fam. Eddie will be talking to you soon. Much love. Bye-bye.